schedule.
CEO, Finesse Mob. Tell us more about Finesse Mob. Who's in Finesse Mob?
Finesse Mob is not a group.
Okay.
It's strictly a brand. Metaphorically, it's a group because you do have people who represent Finesse Mob. But the people that represent Finesse Mob is a reflection of what Finesse Mob stand for. Like, you see the font, drippy, all that shit. Today's terms, drip, all that good shit. That's just catering to that. But for me, the ice, it's an ice cube. It's not melting. It's not a stick of butter melting, none of that shit. It's an ice cube, and it's this oil dripping on the ice cube. And what it represents is slicker than oil on ice.
Ah.
Finesse is another term for slick.
Right. I didn't even notice that about it. I always thought it was melting ice.
No, it's not melting. It's a block of ice. If you pour oil on ice, it'll slip right off.
It's fucking fire.
So and I feel like the mob is just where I'm from in Detroit for Puritan Avenue. Mob, that's a Puritan thing. Like, mob, like, and mob as in like group. It could have been gang. It could have been you know what I'm saying, boys. It could have been any of that shit. But I chose mob because like I said, that's for me. But in the same token, like I said, for the people that represent Finesse Mob, is everybody is finesse at something. So if you buy this merchandise, you gonna know, like, I'm a part of the mob because I am finesse at something. Whether it's being behind the camera or doing interviews, you doing more than one job right now. And you finesse at both of them, so you a part of the mob. That's just metaphorically, but as far as this being a group, no, this is not a group. But yeah, that's Finesse Mob.
I fucks with the brand, man. I like
100.
Now that I see actually what it is, that's even more dope. I always liked the design, but didn't even look at it that way. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Who helped you come up with that, or this is something you?
I can't.
How did you come up with something like that?
I was locked up, man. And that bitch, man, reading and watching shit and just getting my life together. Like, dog, the last thing I want to do is get out and go back. Like, I might as well not have came home. You feel me? Like, I gotta prove to myself that I don't want to go back, or that this not my lifestyle, that I had made a mistake and I know how to not, you know what I'm saying, succumb to recidivism. So I'm like, in order to do some shit like that, I can't work because they telling me to work. Always felt like the system, they tell you what's best for them. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know you. You just a ward of that shit. So you gotta live by their rules. So when you come home, they telling me I gotta be on tether for 6 months. Why do you feel me being locked in my own home for 6 months straight is best for me? Am I really that much of a menace? So it's about proving that I'm not this menace that y'all really think I am.
Right.
So, like, in order to do that, I can't just work, because that's what y'all telling me to do. So I'm working because that's what y'all telling me to do, to prove that I can listen. I can abide. Like, this ain't shit. But I'm gonna figure it out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I put the shit in motion for my first battle. I always knew, like, battle rap was a platform that I could promote this brand on, because eyes and cameras is on me. Anyways, if I feel like they're gonna be, why wouldn't I represent myself or my brand? So, see this interview, prime example. But yeah, like, nah, fuck that. I'm not about to keep working. Like that's not how you gonna get nowhere. Like you got to be your own. I'm gonna work for myself.
Right.
Shout out Hank. I'm gonna work
Right.
for myself. You get what I'm saying? Like it only makes sense.
Now,
Let me check my schedule.